The Oxford Dictionary says that cinematography is the art of photography and camera work in filmmaking. And whilst that is true, it is so much more than that. Good cinematography can help develop a scene from good to great. It is the art of visual storytelling that has been executed to perfection by many filmmakers over the course of cinema history. And I believe one of the best at this is director and visionary storyteller Paul Thomas Anderson.
I have a love in my life. It makes me stronger than anything you can imagine. I would say that's that, Mattress Man.
He has crafted some of the best films of the last 30 years. His most recent film, Phantom Thread, shows all the things he has learnt over his career, collaborating once again with Daniel Day-Lewis for his supposed last of a film. Together, they have crafted another masterpiece that will stand the test of time. However, let's look at his hard-hitting directorial debut, Hard Eight, where a stranger mentors a young Reno gambler who weds a hooker and befriends a vulgar casino regular. Tracking and Steadicam shots would become a signature move in Anderson's later films, but here they are used sparingly, except for one spectacular shot.
In his first feature, Anderson's use of Steadicam already exploits the dramatic qualities of cinematography, juxtaposing Sidney's dynamic movement against the other gamblers who are seated like zombies at their slots-in screens. The camera whips to a side-angle view of Sidney, tracking him laterally. In doing so, it seems to pass through walls of ordinary gamblers. It then opens into a wider view of the floor, a panorama of light and sound, both realistic and expressive.
His use of Steadicam has inspired me in so many ways. Whilst I may not have had the budget to afford to shoot a Steadicam shot, I've attempted tracking shots in my own short films, as you can see in this footage from my short film, Sabotage. As you can see here, I used a form of tracking shot with a little twist that fits the mood of the scene and blends well with the song choice. However, I still have not mastered the shot quite like Paul has. My personal favourite film of Anderson's is the 2007 epic period drama film, There Will Be Blood, a story of family, religion, hatred, oil and madness, focusing on a turn-of-the-century prospector in the early days of the business. Not only is this film visually stunning, it's incredible in all aspects. It is beautifully written, well acted, and obviously well directed. It is the only film of his to win an Academy Award for Best Cinematography, and it is well deserved. The character of Daniel Plainview, played by the talented Daniel Day-Lewis, is one of the all-time magnificent performances in film. Director of photography Robert Elswit put on a masterclass for young cinematographers in this film, from intimate close-ups that capture Plainview's oil-soaked skin and hair, not to mention the pain and inner turmoil that shaped Day-Lewis's performance, to beautiful panoramic vistas that suggest the great films of John Ford's American West. Elswit's painterly images mirror the mythical and biblical engines that drive the film. Grand in theme, yet simple in execution, like the script itself, Elswit's images fit glove-like the mood, tone and atmosphere demanded by Plainview's onslaughts of emotion.
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
It is the close-up shots that inspire me most. He manages to capture the performance of his lead stars and convey the emotions of each scene with poetic brilliance, certainly having a hand in earning Daniel Day-Lewis his second Oscar. The use of close-up shots is present in all his films, from The Master to Magnolia and countless others. I've adopted the intimate close-up shot myself, using it to convey a certain theme. However, I spun the technique for comedic effect in my short film comedy, Broke.
Why don't we just get jobs?
As you can see, I use cuts and zooms into close-up shots to build suspense, only for the tension to be broken by the gun firing.
Right, has anyone else got any stupid ideas?
Now here are some additional shots from my work that are inspired by the work of Paul Thomas Anderson. Ultimately, Paul Thomas Anderson will be remembered as one of the best directors of his era, but to me, he will always be an example of a superb visual storyteller, and his films will inspire my future projects, as it already has with my current and previous work. And that was a video essay by Raul Romero Matias.